Good evening. This is Authorized United States Magistrate Stanley Matthew Seaford on 18C2, coming at you live. Well, needless to say, I took and called to the Hagerstown City Police tonight, and I pointed out to them, yes, I am an Authorized United States Magistrate. The reason you all is likely not aware is an Agent Jernell lied to you all when she said that I wasn't. What you all are not aware of is Agent Jernell is on probationary suspension. Dana Jernell. The reason I was authorized is because Dana Jernell decided to call my inspector from the Northern District Court for the United States government in the state of West Virginia when I addressed 18C2 to the U.S. court over there. And after he looked into it, he authorized me as a U.S. judge on 18C2. Oh, that's what did Sergeant Desk or whatever his name is said. So yes, and I said as far as the crazy card now, I said the Hagerstown Social Security office bought my diagnosis and everything, and I was told to do that to prove to them that I got an associate's in criminal justice. Fact of the matter is, Dana Jernell is, and if my videos weren't true, Dana Jernell wouldn't be trying to shut me up, and people wouldn't be trying to shut me up, like Greg Stevens telling me to shut up and all. Fact of the matter is, I was authorized as a U.S. magistrate on 18C2. Now, the reason the FBI was being derelict on 18C2 is because of Dana Jernell created a concurrence of 12C869, which they thought that I would not be able to add the two cases together because there would not be sufficient evidence when, in fact, there is. So, Dana decides, well, she's going to take and try to hire people to threaten me and harass me. So I also let the desk sergeant know that I did send the evidence of the assault and the weapon that was used to the Fugitive Task Force as abuse of the disabled. You see, when an FBI agent that's on suspension does something like that, that makes it a federal offense by not only her, the person that did it, but by her too. Because fact of the matter is, she shouldn't have did it. Not to mention, in her last phone conversation, she was asking them if they needed any more marijuana. Now, how would I know what she's talking to them on the phone about? I've already explained that too many times. Now, Jim Justice, I will be expecting to see you here in the near future on my clemency and compensation. And, yeah, trying to say that I'm not a judge, you can say whatever you want. I was authorized as a U.S. magistrate. As far as the abuse of the disabled, I'm sure the Fugitive Task Force will deal with that due to the circumstances upon which I was authorized as a United States magistrate. Now, I also spoke with the U.S. administration over courts and Department of Justice, but I cannot disclose what went on there, at least not as of yet. It's lovely though, I can promise you that. Fact of the matter is, the reason they're doing this is because basically in '93, John Brantley decided to take and fabricate my record when charged with time as a means to get me out of the way. Now, with that being said, he did so. And that was to get 8050 Williamsport Pike in Fallen Waters, which was listed as Mary J. Wright's estate. But then they had to keep it up and keep me down to keep me from getting my clemency and compensation and possibly getting that property back. Which I could care less about that property, to be honest with you. Even though Kathy Justice admitted that the state owes me the deed to that property as well as the deed to 1151 Galway Road in Hedgesville, West Virginia. Now, it's also my understanding, Dana's been posting a lot of crazy stuff on the social media, and she's been talking to individuals because she's a stalker. Even Jeannie Wetzel knows that Dana Jernell's a stalker, and so is Mark Stevens. But anyhow, in 2016, when I purchased a piece of property off Rosetta Elshad and invested 20 grand into the repairs and upgrades, Dana went off because her daughter wanted that piece of property. Oh no, he bought that cheap, but we could. Yeah, you probably could have done the repairs. You probably could have done the cleanup, but you didn't. It wasn't offered to you. It was offered to me, and I purchased it. So she got my sister to give false information to the court and creating a concurrence on 12C869. And Joey over here on Mulberry Street was going off on the phone about how that was, a dying man's like, before he died, he wanted that piece of property. Well, the man's dead now. He's been dead for like 4 or 5 years. Fact of the matter is, I'm an authorized United States judge. Kathy Justice admitted on the phone that the state of West Virginia owes me $13.5 million plus full clemency, the deed to 1151 Galway Road and 8050 Waynesboro Pike, but she was claiming she needs one more document to proceed. You don't need that document. And Jerome Powell has $9.5 million of mine in the Federal Reserve Bank in New York. Now, I'm sure Jerome Powell and I'm sure Director Ray is not aware that why Miss Dana Jernell is on probationary suspension. She's dealing marijuana. Not that I have an issue with the hell. I wouldn't mind having a nice bag of weed right about now. Now, the reason I'm doing this and not doing live is so that I can share it on multiple sites. And that's about the only reason. Actually, 2 sites. But yeah, no. Fact of the matter is, it takes a pretty big man to want to take and, I don't know, attack a disabled individual. Because a lot of times I gotta use my cane to walk when my pain gets too much. Because I don't take pain pills. But again, the reason it is because Dana's putting them up to it. Because why? Why? Because their reputation's on the line. And Commie's already under a world of shit. And I got a couple agents working on taking care of this matter. Well, that's all for this video. Y'all have a good night, one and all. And like I said, fact of the matter is, if my videos were not the whole truth, and if I was as crazy as they were saying that I was, they wouldn't be trying to get people to jump me. They wouldn't be trying to shut me up. Look at the facts. You're not going to shut me up, and you're not going to stop the truth. Have a good night, one and all.